My name is Forrest, and I'm the creative director on Drake Hollow. And I'm here to give you just a little bit of information about the game before you play the beta that we have sent you a key to check out. So we've had some friends and family playing the beta, and the number one piece of feedback that we've gotten is that while they like the sandbox experience, they don't really understand why they're playing or what the game's about. And the reason for that is pretty good. It's because we actually do have a campaign, but what we're showing off at the moment jumps straight into the sandbox. So what I wanted to do is just give you a chance to look at the beginning of the campaign, which kind of sets up who you are and what you're doing in this place and why you're there to help. The game itself is very much structured like our previous title, The Flame and the Flood, in that it is a largely systemic sandbox that has a few moments that sort of tell the story that wrap that sandbox gameplay. But at any rate, I just wanted to give you a chance to take a look and check out the opening minutes of the campaign before you jump into the actual full-on gameplay sandbox. So here we go. Enjoy. So this is the cold open. The first time you play, we just go straight into this. We use these 2D cutscenes throughout the title just to sort of tell the story in a way that isn't too costly for a small team, because we really wanted to spend the majority of our effort on the actual gameplay experience rather than building out like the cutscene that somebody sees one time. So the start here is actually based on the Quincy Quarry, which is in Quincy, Massachusetts, which is actually the place where Rational Games used to be located. We chose the setting as New England, just as sort of a basis or a starting point, and to kind of ground our decision making about the kind of environments that we're going to create. So this character is sort of the character that we use for our key art and title art and whatnot. But really, you could play as anybody. It's fully customizable, and the first time you run through, you actually pop into character customization in this startup sequence. But as you see, this mysterious crow with a compass around its neck is beckoning you to follow and blocking your path. So the idea is really that you're just sort of this like normal, I don't want to say kid, like young adult who's just kind of living their life, and maybe things aren't going so great, and this crow comes along and gives you sort of a call to adventure. Yeah, so to paraphrase, if you missed any of that, basically the crow has been sent looking for help and identified you as one who can do it, and asks you to just walk forward through the door and go on an adventure. So this is the Hollow. It's what we call this place where the game takes place. I'm going to jump around a little bit, just sort of cut out some of the walking about that you do right at the beginning, just to sort of hit on the key points. So you wake up by this in the outline of that old house that you walked through on the other side. You talk to the crow, and he says, follow me. We jump ahead, and some very basic tutorialization there: jump, sprint, and so on and so forth. So now the crow is starting to explain why he called you. So the crow's saying you've got the gift of animal whispering. Maybe there's something a little special about you. And the crow has beckoned you to keep following. And at this point, the crow has cleared out some brambles, some of these pointy red tipped nasty looking briars, and told you that you need to focus to attune your powers with this altar. And that's what you're gonna do. And here we meet the drakes for the first time. These are just two infant drakes. And they are, obviously who you have been summoned here to help. And as in any hero's journey, you have been given the sword. In this case, it's the wobbly stick. And some grunts arrive. And here's about what we're going to cut out. So that was the opening minutes of the Drake Hollow campaign, and now you are ready to jump into the sandbox experience. The only important part of the narrative that wasn't covered in those first few minutes is the actual reason that you're helping the drakes, and that's pretty straightforward. They are magical creatures, and their magic can send you home, but they can't do it right now because they don't have the power due to the forces that have plagued their world. And that is ultimately your goal in your quest. Help them so that you can return home. Thank you so much for checking out this video and for checking out our gameplay beta. If you have any questions or hit any snags, feel free to reach out. I'll be happy to help.